As you can see, I've got two hands this time. I'll just compare it again with the HTC Titan 2. Obviously with the Titan 2 you can tilt the screen, whereas you can't with the Touch Pro. I'll just show you the screen quality there. That's the backlight on both. Backlight's on full on both of them. You see it's a little bit brighter on the Touch Pro purely because the screen is a lot closer to the front of the handset. The Touch HTC Titan 2 there on the left, you can see those numbers that I was talking about there on the QWERTY area of the keyboard on the Y, U and I, and you have to activate them with the function key down here. So you can see that the keyboards are obviously very different there. More rounded appearance on the Titan 2, whereas with the Touch Pro it's very rectangular keyboard. I'll just show you the size comparison again. So the Touch Pro is about a centimetre shorter in height than the Titan 2, but it's about roughly the same thickness, as you can see from that shot. What else did I not show you yesterday? Let's have a look at the questions that we've had so far. Can you compare it with the E650? Well, I would love to, but I haven't got an E650 at the moment. What is the 3G reception like compared with other devices with the Diamond? Well, what I'll do is include. See, at the moment you can see I've got 3G reception. Okay, so here we are with the HTC Touch Dual on orange. It's exactly the same SIM card as I just had in the HTC Touch Pro. We've got 1 bar of 3G, but it does keep swapping to GPRS. It's quite a weak 3G signal around here anyway on orange, and I have to actually go upstairs to get a proper 3G signal. So this is roughly the same with the HTC Touch Pro. I'll just reintroduce the HTC Touch Pro with exactly the same SIM card now. So we've just gone up to 2 bars now on the 3G signal. So we'll just get the Touch Pro and see how that compares. Okay, so here we are with the Touch Pro again, and you can see I've got pretty much exactly the same signal as the Touch Pro. I've got 1 bar 3G orange, so I can use all the 3G functionality as I can with the HTC Touch Dual. So I can't really see any difference between the signal strength on the Touch Pro or the Touch Dual. Now somebody's asked if we can test the TV out capabilities. Now unfortunately they haven't given us the TV out cable, which goes into there, into the USB slot, and outputs the TV picture. So we can't actually test that, unfortunately. Any differences in the screen compared to the Diamond? Well, no, there isn't actually. And also, this is an interesting video. This is. You're going to hear the local rag and bone man now, as well as my son. Now you can just about see that. Let's go on to something with a white background. So let's go back to Home, Programs, and then into Word again. So there's a white background. Now if I go into direct sunlight, it all goes horribly wrong. It is a little bit tricky. We're in direct sunlight now. You can just about see the screen with a white background. If we go back to a black background, it becomes a little bit problematic to see the screen. So you can just about see what's going on in direct sunlight. I don't know if it's capturing that too well on the camera. There you go. You can just see the clock there flicking round. Right, other questions. Does the screen auto-rotate when you turn it 90 degrees without the keyboard open? No, it doesn't. So if I just do that, nothing happens, as you can see. It does in some applications, like in the pictures application. So let's just go into that. Photos and videos. I'll open up that picture there, and we can look at the picture in this format, or if we turn it around it will rotate like that. And it does the same when you're browsing as well. So if we have a look at the browser, which you've probably seen on previous videos of the diamond, if I go to one of the favourites, which I could choose that on the previous screen. If I go to one of the favourites, let's go into the favourites thing, go to the BBC, we're on 3G here. As I mentioned before, we've compared it with the HTC Touch Pro, and you get a similar sort of signal on that. So it's loading up the BBC homepage now, and then we can see the BBC homepage loading. So if I rotate it round, it should flick the screen like that. And of course, if you're finding that 3G isn't quick enough, and in this case, see, we've just dropped down to GPRS, we can go back to the home screen, which will do like that. Go into settings, which is at the end, and then we'll turn our Wi-Fi on through the communications option there. We'll connect to the Wi-Fi, and then we'll find that if you are in an area that's only got GPRS and you're lucky enough to find a Wi-Fi hotspot, you can use that instead. I'm going to show you today YouTube because the YouTube functionality in this is really quite good, and I'm going to have a look for day one of the HTC week with the HTC Touch Pro that we did the other day. So let's just do a search and put in, I tell you what, let's use the slide out keyboard. Why use the on-screen keyboard when you've got one? Again, you notice there it rocks a little on its back when you're typing, but obviously you would use two hands, whereas I'm going to use one because I'm holding the camera with the other one. So I'll put week with Touch Pro. There's a little delay, but I am using a pre-built ROM here. Touch Pro, and I'm going to put in Cool Smartphone, just to make sure we only find one, and that's some other website. And we'll press enter to do the search. It hops back to the profile, to the portrait style screen automatically, and you can see there it's found it. So we'll press that, and we'll just see if we can view it. It hops back again to the widescreen landscape mode, and it's now buffering, and it should show us day one. Now I can turn the volume up with the volume buttons on the side here.